guys, welcome to EC Electronics. So in today's video, we are going to see the must study subjects and the important topics from those subjects for ISRO Technical Assistant examination for HSFC location. So a lot of people are preparing for HSFC examination, which is going to happen on 22nd of May. So there is only few days left, and a lot of people asked me to put a video on the important subjects that you have to cover to at least crack the examination, and what are the important topics that you have to prepare from the subjects. Okay, so this video is about the important topics and the important subjects that you have to cover if you are preparing for ISRO Technical Assistant examination for HSFC location. Okay, based on the previous year question paper analysis, there are total 60 questions. Mostly the questions will be from your core subject, and there is also questions from aptitude area and reasoning. Okay, but the number of questions from the aptitude reasoning, those areas, is less as compared to the respective discipline. Okay, so totally 60 questions will be there. 3 mark will be given for the correct answer, and also there is negative mark. 1 mark will be deducted for negative or wrong answers. Okay, so this is going to be the case as per the previous year question analysis. Okay, now which are the important subjects, and the maximum number of questions were asked from these subjects. Okay, the first subject is digital electronics. Okay, 18 questions were from digital electronics, so maximum weightage should be given to digital electronics as per the previous year question analysis. Then electronic instrumentation and measurement, and also from ADC, 10 questions were there from this subject. Then communication system, 9 questions were there, and analog electronics, again a very important subject, again 18 questions were there from analog electronics. Okay, so I'll be telling you which are the areas that you have to prepare from this subject also. But as per the previous year question paper analysis, maximum questions were from these subjects, that is digital electronics, communication systems, electronics instrumentation, measurements and ADC, then analog electronics, and also network analysis, a very important subject. So if you are going for an end time preparation, at least try to cover the important topics from these subjects at least. Okay, because maximum weightage the persons who are putting the question paper or the question paper board is giving to these subjects. Okay, digital electronics, analog electronics, communication systems, electronics instrumentation, measurement and network analysis. Okay, try to at least cover these areas, and also electromagnetic field theory, EMFT. Okay, these are the important subjects. Now we are going to see which are the important topics that you have to study from these subjects. If you are going for an end time preparation, at least try to cover these topics from these subjects which I have mentioned. Okay, so we are going to see the topics now from these subjects. We are going to see the important topics that you have to cover from the subjects which I have mentioned, that is having maximum weightage. Okay, so the first subject we are going to discuss is digital electronics. It is a very important subject, and it is also very easy to study. Okay, the only thing is that you should understand that which are the important areas you have to study from digital electronics. The first important area I want to mention is Boolean algebra and Boolean logic. Okay, so there will be questions in which you will be given some Boolean expressions, or it will be in the form of some gate connections. Okay, logic gate connections. You have to simplify the logic gate, or you have to simplify the Boolean expression and find the end result. These type of questions is very commonly seen in ISRO Technical Assistant question papers. Okay, then the next important topic is number system. Various number system conversions from decimal to binary, or binary to octal, or octal to hexa. Various number system conversions is very important. So that is the second topic which I have to, I am stressing on. Next, K-map simplification. You have to study at least the basics, min term, max term. Some K-map will be given to you. You have to find the solution for the K-map. Then ICs, gates, flip-flops, then encoder, decoder, mux, demux. These are very, very important areas. Then also you have to study the adder, subtractor, basics. Sometimes some expressions will be given to you. You have to find the result of the addition or the subtraction. Okay, and also try to cover the TTL logic. These are some important areas you have to study from digital electronics. The most important area, in my opinion, is Boolean expression simplification, number system, then mux, demux, encoder, decoder. Sometimes some some numerical type of questions. That is, some values will be given to the mux or demux, and you have to find what will be the output coming. Okay. So this type of questions you can expect from digital electronics, and it is a very important subject if you are preparing, or if you are going to prepare for ISRO Technical Assistant. If you are just going to start, this is the first subject you have to take. Okay. So this is the first subject, and these are the important topics from digital electronics. Next subject I want to stress on is analog electronics. From this subject, you can expect theory questions and also numerical questions. Both are equally important from this subject, which is called analog electronics. Now we are going to see which are the areas you have to mainly stress on. The first one is op-amp. Okay, op-amp is a very wide area. Lot of numerical type of questions, theory questions, both can come from this area. Op-amp characteristics, ideal op-amp characteristics, various configurations like adder, subtractor, differential op-amp, various type of configurations is there from op-amp area. You have to study all the areas. Try to make a small note of op-amp. It will be very much useful if you are preparing for some other examination also, not just this one. So op-amp is a very important area. Don't skip op-amp's session. Next one is Zener diode. Zener diode connected circuits, its numerical questions. So Zener is one topic which is important in this analog electronics and also in electronic devices and circuit. There is another subject which is called EDC. So diode characteristics, based on the diode characteristics, the questions can come also from EDC and also from analog. Okay. So Zener diode is very important area. So sometimes some circuit will be given to you. In that you have to find what is the output coming on the load, or what is the output coming based on the configuration of the Zener diode. Okay. So, or sometimes they'll be asking you what is the voltage drop across a Zener diode or any specific component based on the Zener action. Okay. These type of questions you can expect. Then from analog electronics, two areas is very important, which is amplifiers and oscillators. So numerical questions and also theory questions can come from these two areas. Okay. Then next one I want to stress on is diode. Diode, its characteristics, diode equation, diode numerical question, all are very important. Then transistor, various transistor biasing, mode of operation of the transistor based on the circuit connection. These type of questions can also come, especially the mode of operation. Find the mode of operation of this transistor in the circuit, whether it is in the active area, or it is in the saturation, or whether it is in the cutoff. What is the mode of operation you have to find based on the circuit connections and the outputs coming. Okay. So these are some very important areas from analog electronics subject. Okay. Next subject I want to mention is network analysis. So network analysis is a subject which is giving very much importance to numerical type of questions. Mostly some complex type of circuit will be given to you. You have to find what is the voltage or the current coming across a particular component or at the output. Or sometimes some network will be given to you. You have to find the, that is, you have to do an analysis of that network. Okay. So these type of questions, especially numerical questions, you can expect from network analysis subject. Okay. So starting from the simple questions to very complex questions can come from network subject. Sometimes network is a subject which will be very much confusing. Okay, some complex circuits will be given to you. You have to find the result of voltage or value of resistance or current across a component, and it will be sometimes very much confusing. And in my opinion, if you are facing difficult questions from network analysis, keep that for the last time of the examination, or for the end time solving. Okay, otherwise you will lose a lot of time while solving this complex network questions. Okay, so this is my opinion. Keep it for the end time of the examination. Okay. So what are the important topics you have to prepare from network? First one, series parallel combination of either resistors or capacitors or inductors. Some combination will be given, and you have to solve by applying some equations and find what is the end expression coming, or what is the equivalent value of resistance or equivalent value of capacitance or inductance. Okay, by applying series parallel law. Okay, next network analysis and an analysis of a network which is given to you, and find the value of either resistance or current or value of capacitance or inductance across any component. Okay, these type of questions can come. Then theorems, a lot of network theorems is there. Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, Millman theorem, then superposition theorem. Various theorems will be there, and there will be some questions given to you in which you have to apply any of this theorem, or sometimes specifically they will be mentioning that you have to apply this theorem and find the value of the any components value, or find the result coming, okay, based on the theorem. Okay, these type of questions you can face. Or very commonly seen questions, which is Kirchhoff current law and Kirchhoff voltage law. So these are two laws which we use to solve a network, or to do the analysis on a network. Okay, and also nodal analysis, KCL, KVL and nodal analysis. These type of questions is very commonly seen in technical assistant question papers. So you have to prepare this area. Then two-port network and finding the parameter values of two-port network, that is Z parameter, Y parameter, H parameter. These type of parameters is there. So you have to find the two-port network solution for these parameters. Okay, so these are some important areas that you have to prepare from network theory or network analysis subject. Okay, so if you are going for an in-time preparation, don't skip at least this much of topics. We know the entire syllabus is important, but if you are going for an in-time preparation, there is only a few days left for the exam. The exam is going to happen on 22nd. So if you are going to start your preparation now, don't skip at least these areas. Okay, the next subject I want to mention is EMT. That is EMT, or you can say it as EMFT, electromagnetic field theory. Okay, this is again a very important subject. A lot of again theory questions and also numerical questions, both can come from this subject. So the important topics, the most important topics which I want to stress on is transmission line problems. That is, some transmission line will be given to you. You have to solve the transmission line and find the values for either parasitic impedance or VSWR, reflection coefficient, or you have to find the that is, you have to do an impedance matching. Okay, so these type of questions you can find. These are numerical questions. Also, there can be some theory questions connected with this. Some expressions for what is the expression for reflection coefficient, what is the expression for skin depth. These type of questions also we can expect. Then dielectric constants, find the value of dielectric constant, or a numerical question connected to this dielectric constant. Okay, then antenna also I want to stress along with this subject. Antenna is a very important subject in which you have to prepare mostly numerical questions. Okay, from antenna, maximum questions is coming from either find the value for a power, output power, or PR. Okay, or some parameters of antenna. Find the value of this parameter of this antenna. Okay, by using some expression. Okay, so these are very important. And also antenna characteristics, you have to prepare, an antenna equations. I have done a separate video for antenna preparation. That is a quick revision video in which I have included all the important equations for antenna. If you are going for a very in-time preparation, this video will be very much useful. A lot of people have actually commented on that video that it is a very useful video. So I will link that in the description box or in the comment section, so that if you are not having any idea about antenna, what all areas you have to prepare, what are the important equations, you can actually go and refer that video. Okay, so this is another important topic, which is antenna. Okay, so the subject which we have now discussed is electromagnetic field theory, or EMFT. Okay, the next one is a very important subject, especially for diploma based examinations, which is called electronic instrumentation and measurement. Okay, and also ADC. So in this area, a lot of theory questions and also numerical questions, both are important. Both has equal weightage. Okay, so the next important subject which we are going to discuss is electronic instrumentation and measurement. In that subject, you have to prepare both, that is numerical questions and also theory questions. There is a lot of equipments, electronic equipments, which you have to study the functioning. Example, ZRO, DSO, And from these subjects, you can expect mostly theory questions. Okay, so we are going to see in detail which are the areas that you have to prepare from electronic instrumentation and measurement. The first one I have included is percentage of error associated with any component. That can be resistance or inductance or capacitance. You have to solve for the percentage of error in its calibration or in its value. Okay, and also tolerance. Okay, these are the two areas from which you can expect numerical questions. Then next one is transducers. Various transducers is there. That is pressure transducer or UV transducer. It's working. Okay, transducers working. And based on that, you can sometimes expect numerical questions also. Then error analysis is very important. Then there are various bridges like Thevenin's bridge, Kelvin bridge, Megger, various bridges are there. Various equipments is there, and you have to study its basic working. Okay, so but based on what principle it is actually working. Okay, so you have to study that. Then next one, ADCs and DACs. Various types of ADCs is there. Then successive approximation type of ADC or R2R ADC, various type of ADCs is there, right? So you have to study the types of ADCs and DACs. Okay. Next, a very, very important area, and this area you cannot skip, which is ZRO. Okay, cathode ray oscilloscope. This is an equipment which is a very familiar equipment to all the electronics people, especially in the laboratories. Okay, so this equipment, how it is actually functioning, what are the important parts of this equipment, based on what principle this equipment is working, you have to study. All the important parts you have to study, and a lot of questions also you can expect from this area. Okay, based on its working principle. Okay, so these are some important areas you have to study from electronic instrumentation and measurements. I have done a lot of videos for the preparation of this subject. I have taken separate videos for CRO, its working, based on that some problems and all. So try to at least watch that videos if you are not having any idea of it. Okay, so I'll be linking that videos in description if you are interested in preparing. Okay, next two important subjects I want to mention. First one is radar, second one is microcontroller and microprocessor. So radar, most important area from radar is radar range equation. So there is a lot of parameters in that radar range equation, and these parameters are connected with the range in some manners. Okay, so based on the variation of one parameter, how the range is getting affected. These type of questions I have very commonly seen in technical assistant question papers. Okay, so they will be linking the range with one parameter. Based on the parameters change, how the range is getting affected, you have to study the connection. Okay, so the range equation should be by heart to you. So you should be studying that by heart. Okay, so this is very important. And also sometimes numerical questions, like all the parameter values will be given to you. You have to find what is the range. Okay, or sometimes range will be given, some parameter value you have to find. So anyway, the range equation should be thorough. Okay, next one is Doppler effect and Doppler time, pulse width. These type of questions also you can expect. And also try to at least study the different type of radars. Okay, so this is very important. Radar is a very, very important subject for technical assistant preparation. Next subject is microprocessor, microcontroller. Sometimes in microcontroller, microprocessor, you can expect either theory question or sometimes some that is assembly codes will be given and you have to find the result. Okay, so this type of questions you can expect. So in microcontroller and microprocessor, the most important areas is registers, memory, then interrupts, then special function registers, direct memory allocation. All these are very, very important. Okay, so you have to study 8051 microcontroller and 8085 microprocessor. These two are the most important ones. Okay, the next subject I want to mention is EDC, electronic devices and circuits. In that, a lot of devices you have to study: MOSFET, FETs, then BJTs, then diodes like Zener diode, tunnel diode. All these diodes are very important. Their equations, their characteristics, and also some numerical questions you can expect. And also the various parameters like drift, current density, diffusion parameters. All these are important. And also in EDC, you have to study also the effect of electrons, effect of holes, NMOS, PMOS, doping. All these are very important. Okay, and also try to cover at least some basic problems from MOSFETs, FETs, BJTs, Zener diodes, etc. Okay, and also tunnel diode is very important. Various characteristics is there for tunnel diode. So how is it different? How is the tunnel diode different from other diodes? Try to study these areas. Okay. Next subject I want to mention is material science and semiconductors. Okay. So material science is a subject in which lot of theory type of questions you can expect based on the electron characteristics or hole characteristics, its mobility, conductivity, current density, all these are important. Okay, and also various special type of materials is there, some superconductors, how it is different, what is its speciality from the other type of materials, you have to study. Okay, so various parameters is there in material science subject connected with the semiconductors, so you have to study all those parameters. Okay, next subject I am stressing on is communication systems. Okay, next subject I am going to mention is communication system. There are mainly two type of communications which we see. It is analog communication and digital communication, and various communications schemes or mechanisms or coding schemes is there that you have to study. Various type of modulations is there, you have to study that. Analog modulation, amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, then phase modulation, and in these modulations various sub divisions is there, right? So you have to study these areas, and also in digital communication various modulation schemes and coding schemes is there. So you have to try, you have to make a note of at least the important modulation schemes and what are the important equations. Okay, so I have done two different videos for analog communication and digital communication. It's important equations and coding schemes and modulation schemes. Okay, so try to watch that. I will link that in description. Okay, and also in communication system, communication channel capacity, Shannon-Hartley theorem, bandwidth, then sampling theorem, Nyquist criteria, all these are very important, especially the bandwidth equation. There is one equation for finding the bandwidth and the channel capacity based on Shannon-Hartley. I have frequently seen numerical questions coming from this area. Okay, so try to cover this. And also when coming to digital communication, various coding schemes is there and various codes is there. So try to just cover the basics of at least these coding schemes. Okay, so these are the important subjects. Okay, two subjects which I want to just mention is signals and systems and control systems. It is not very important for an end time preparation, but if you are getting some capsule notes or some capsule videos, you can definitely watch that. But the most importance should be given to the subjects which I have mentioned at the beginning, which are digital electronics, analog electronics, network analysis, then communication systems, then electronic instrumentation and measurements. These subjects are very important and you cannot skip these subjects. Okay, so try to give maximum weightage or maximum importance to these subjects, and then try to cover control systems and signal and systems if possible. Okay, then also aptitude, reasoning, these areas are important, but number of questions coming from these areas is lesser as compared to your respective discipline or subject questions. So most importance should be given to your subject, then try to cover aptitude, reasoning, those areas. Okay, so these are the important subjects you have to prepare, and you cannot skip these subjects and topics if you are preparing for HSFC Technical Assistant Examination for electronics branch. Okay, so try to cover these topics and give the exam with maximum effort. Try to prepare 100% with these few days left. The exam is going to happen on 22nd. So all the best for all the people who are preparing for the exam. A lot of people are mailing me, that is, they are giving comments on various videos in the comment box to make videos on the technical assistant exam preparation. Okay, I want to tell you one thing, that a lot of previous year question paper videos is already there in our channel, and various mock test. I have made some mock test videos. I think more than 20 videos on mock test. is there in our channel. So separate playlist is there for the mock test and also previous year question discussion. Okay, so if you are interested in watching the previous year question papers, various solution for the questions for ISRO Technical Assistant previous year questions, if you want to watch, there is already some videos in our channel. So go to that playlist and try to watch the videos and try to solve along with the video. Okay, so I'll be linking all those playlists in the description box. Try to watch that and try to prepare maximum for the examination. So that's all for today's video. I'm really hoping that you found the video useful. A lot of people was asking for this video, so try to share this video with all your friends who's preparing for HSFC Technical Assistant examination. This is a much awaited exam. So we are waiting for this exam from more than 2 years, I think. Okay, so all the best for all the candidates. So that's it. Thanks for watching and keep on watching.